are right.
At the Modern City Hotel here in Tamale, Ghana, for the 19th Biennial Delegate Conference of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, where we have a very packed house with energetic nurses and midwives from all walks of life, from the northern region all to the southern side of Ghana, coming to deliberate on issues that affect nurses and midwives in the line of action. And then I have this wonderful gentleman here. I believe he is the acting chairperson for the Greater Accra GRNMA. And then, sir, I think I have just like about 2 questions I want to ask from you. I believe you've been to the conference and then Congress over the years. So then, this being the 19th Delegates Biennial Conference, what is your simple expectation for today?
Thank you very much, and a very good morning to all midwives, nurses, and every Ghanaian. This is going to be very beautiful. This is our 19th time, so you can attest with me that we have learned over the years, seeing the environment, seeing the organization. I say kudos to Northern Region. They have done exceptionally well, and I am enjoying it already. So the 5 days ahead of us, I seek to enjoy it better. I really like it, and kudos to Northern Region for a very wonderful organization that they have put together.
So thank you so much, Acting Chairperson.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are looking at economical nursing and midwifery care for national development. That is why we have gathered here in the northern part of Ghana, or northern region. I want to know, looking at the 19th Biennial National Delegates Conference, how is wonderful. May we know your name and then the region that you are representing?
Hi, my name is Rebecca Okraku, and I'm from Western Region.
All right, so I believe this is the first time that you've been to any of our conferences.
No, it's not.
So then if you want to tell me what you expect from this 19th Biennial National Delegate Conference.
So, you know, GRNMA is such a big association, and we never disappoint when it comes to hosting of events, organizing, you know, conferences, congresses. It's always been the best. We set the limits for the other associations to follow. And so once again, I believe that this is not going to be a flop. It's going to be super exciting. I'm super excited, looking forward to especially solidarity messages from other sister unions. I'm also looking forward to see what the chief labor organizer, their message, their keynote address they have for us today.
Okay, all right. So I believe that, as you said, GRNMA never disappoints.
Never.
And I believe that you are not going to be disappointed.
Not at
in the
all.
19th
Not at
Biennial
all.
Delegate
Not
Conference.
at all, yes.
All right, then do have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
So then we are right here at the Modern City inside Tamale, Ghana, where Ghana registered nurses and
It's not coming. So it'll be that one way to become.
Okay, so then, so as I said, you know, this is the 19th Biennial Delegate Conference here in Modern City Hotel, Tamale, Ghana to be specific. And then we are being hosted by the president of the association, Madam Perpetua Ofori Ampofo, and then by the regional chairperson as well. So then I have this wonderful chairperson, right by me, and then he said he's from the Central region, and I believe that you've been to some of our conferences and then in our Congress. With this conference that we're having, what is one thing that you would want to see out of today?
Thank you so much. Let me quickly add that I'm also the secretary to the editorial committee of the. One thing that I expect to see is to see the bit of us as a conference getting to the understanding that AI, digital systems, has come to improve our nursing and midwifery care. And once we're able to harness the benefits, we're going to triple, if not quadruple, the size of our Ghanaian economy. So yes, once we harness the economic benefits of the nurses and the midwives, it's going to give a whole benefit to the nation as a whole, not just the health sector. So this is one thing that I expect to see, and for us to come to the understanding that AI, digital systems are in to support nursing and midwifery so that it can benefit the country.
So much, Chairperson, and then I appreciate your time here. And what I did so much is that AI has come to stay, and then AI is in here to help nurses and midwives in the work that we do. Remember that we are live here at the Modern City Hotel here in Tamale for the 19th Delegates Conference of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. I have this wonderful gentleman. Can you please get closer to me, sir? So then I want to know your name, the region you represent, and then maybe what portfolio that you occupy in your region.
Thank you very much.
So if you could please look at my audience for me. Thank you.
My name is Panzin Emmanuel Tibble, chairman for Upper East region.
Okay. So then I believe that, you're a delegate from the Upper East region. With this conference that we are having, what is one thing that you are expecting to see? Just one thing.
Yes. That one thing that I am expecting is that this is the higher decision-making body, and I expect that at the end we will come out with good decisions that will get to the benefit of our members. That will bring what we expect and attract all more members to the association.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Yeah. So then I believe that you do enjoy a wonderful program as well. So then on our program, we will be having a couple of wonderful people. We would have the Honorable Minister of Health coming here, the Director General of Health as well. They would all join us in making our program a wonderful one right here at the Modern City Hotel in Tamale. And I have this wonderful gentleman by me. Say, I wouldn't want to make it long. May we know your name and then what capacity you occupy. I like the bag you're holding anyway. It looks like you have a lot of money.
Thank you. My name is Moses Anyuba, the National Treasurer and a member of the National Planning Committee for the 19th the National Delegate Conference.
Great. So then we have a member of the Planning Committee, the National Planning Committee. So then I want to look at it from the national point of view. Let me even ask you that, what influenced your choice in using Tamale as a host region? Is there any economic benefits that you were looking at from your end as the treasurer of the association?
I think that the criteria for the selection was first and foremost based on those who have not hosted the conference for a long period. So they balloted. And interestingly, Tamale won the bid to host the conference. So that actually...
that is what it actually influenced.
Exactly.
Okay. I think so then one more last thing that I want to ask you then, from the national point of view as a national executive, what are you expecting at this conference? I just want you to give just one word. What are you expecting from this conference?
Spectacular experience.
Spectacular experience. Thank you so much, sir. And then do enjoy the conference that we have. So as I said, we are right here at the Modern City Hotel here in Tamale, Ghana, where we are having the 19th National Delegates Conference in here. And then we have wonderful people coming in. We have seen some national executives, regional executives. Now we have members of the specialized societies of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. Mom, you are looking wonderful. I like the combination, how you've done. You are looking awesome. Would you want to tell me your name and then which society you represent?
All right, so my name is Vera Asima Aka from the Ghana Society of Perioperative Nurses, GASPON.
All right, so then the ophthalmic people, if I got it right. Oh, perioperative, that's my people. You know, I love theater people so much, I'll tell you why. But then, would you want to tell me what you are expecting as a member or as a leader of the specialized society? What is your expectation at this conference?
So my expectation as a leader at this conference for the Ghana Society of Perioperative Nurses is for the GRNMA to bring a lot of packages for the specialized groups. We want GRNMA to provide us with support from time to time. We want to learn a lot of things as to leadership and how things are organized when it comes to groupings or association. So we are here to learn a lot and to know our leaders and to mingle with them.
All right, so I believe that the president of the association has actually heard you, that he wants a lot more, like Oliver Twist. We are always asking for more. So thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Do enjoy the wonderful conference that we have. So right here inside the Modern City Hotel in Tamale, we have the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association, the 19th BIENNIAL National Delegate Conference 2025. And then we're having wonderful people here. And I have this wonderful gentleman by me. So I just want you to, first of all, introduce yourself to us, and then we get into the conversation.
Thank you. My name is Al-Hassan Abukari, the regional chairman of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, and the host chairman for the 2025 conference being held in Tamale.
All right, so I'm really pleased, to have the regional chairperson for Northern Region. You are hosting us all here. Now, I think I want to hold you for a brief moment and then get all the questions. So, when National made you aware that Northern Region is going to host the 2025 conference, what was your first move that you did as a region?
Indeed, if you were at Mensvik, you saw that we were so excited, and we saw that as an opportunity to host all the nurses in Ghana in Northern Region. And we saw it as an honor as well, because among many, we had the opportunity, and then we are very grateful to the national leadership for giving us such an opportunity. And so as soon as we heard it, we started with our plans, and we've been on until today, and thankfully we have lived to see this day. We give thanks.
So I think one thing is that I saw yesterday that I was really enthused, or I was so much happy about is how you culturally welcomed us, and with the dancing and then what have you. I want to know that was there something specific that you want us to learn from that very bit of the welcome that you gave to each and every one of us? What is it that you wanted us to learn from that end?
When it comes to hospitality, they say Ghanaians are hospitable, but the hospitality is from the north. And so we wanted everybody to feel the warmth. The Northern Region has a very rich culture and tradition. And so that was what we wanted you to see. And we have so many dances among others. And today, you are even going to see.
So you see, once you talk about the dance, there was one that I'm sure that I will meet you behind the stage and then I would ask you. But then let's move on to the theme that we are discussing for our conference, where we are, harnessing the economic benefits, a whole lot about nurses and what have you. What would you say about the theme? Like, what benefits are we going to have, as an association together with the region as well? Say I would come to you as well, but I want to hear from Chairman, with the theme. What do you have to say about the theme?
You see, nurses today will realize that we go beyond just caring and nurturing at the bedside. We are the fulcrum around which any economic development can take place. For a nation to develop, they must have a very good, healthy people. And you will agree with me as well that nurses form the bulk of health workers in any country. And in our particular situation in Ghana, from preventive, promotive to the curative side, it is about nurses. And so if we are able to let the whole world know what we contribute to productivity, it will also turn the attention towards us so that it can help us when we are doing our lobbying, when we are doing our bargaining for and negotiations for our conditions of service. Because the people need to know the role that we play in the economy. Beyond just seeing us at the bedside, they have no idea that we are responsible for all the productive people out there. And that can also put us as a higher value.
So then, Chairman, I'm not done with you yet. I will come to you again. So let me go to Abdul, right? Abdul, and then I believe that you are a member of the local planning committee. And I know what actually goes on with this, planning, the running around and then having to call people and what have you. In your period of planning from whenever you started, let's say from 2023, when you realize that you are going to be hosting the 2025 conference, what have you done special to improve on the gains that we made in MIDWIFERY 2023?
Everything we learn from experience. So going by previous conferences, we have really learned a lot. So you saw that yesterday, the arrival, how we received the guests, and we communicated with all the other regions. They all reported on time. So as at 6 p.m., we had already done with everything. As at 7 p.m., all regions had arrived and they were all taken to their various hostels. So we really learned that from a previous experience. The departure, it really helped us a lot. Most of the regions left early from their various regions and they got here on time and they were sorted out very well, especially the accommodation.
Well, I think, I would give it up to that aspect because I realized that as at 5 p.m. virtually all regions have arrived, and I was asking myself, how was it possible that Northern region were able to, pull everyone, even from the Central region up here. So, you've done a very good and an amazing work as well. So then let me come back to, the regional chairperson again. Chair, this is the very last one that I have for you since you are hosting each and every one of us. I just want you to tell us in a few seconds what are your expectations and then what do you also expect from us as participants, whether being delegates, whether being observers or nurses and midwives that we have thrown over from the Northern region, for when we go to the South and all the way up here. What do you expect of us?
Indeed, I must say that I'm already very happy and my expectations are being met already. And my expectation is that we cooperate with each other from the beginning to the end. Of course, we are hosting a good number of people here and there will be hitches here and there. And so we will expect a high level of tolerance and compassion with us. Where things do not move well, we expect people to bring up their complaints so we can easily attend to them and fix things and for us to move on. And so that's simply that is what
before even and there is there are certain phrases that I saw going all over and then they said Tamale what? You want to say it for me? You guys are saying Tamale Kawula. I wanted to learn how to pronounce it. Okay, sir. Thank you so much and you enjoy the wonderful. We are glad that you are hosting us. So then we are right here live at the Modern City Hotel in Tamale for the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, the 19th Final National Delegate Conference, where we are hosting nurses and midwives from the Western region, from the Ashanti region, Central region, all over Ghana, right here, and then we are discussing issues that centers or borders on nurses and midwives. I have this wonderful gentleman by me, and I'm sure that I can actually say for a fact that can you all get closer to me? Just get closer to me. Sometimes, when you get to see what is happening, you realize that, from the cap that you are, I know that you are from the other side, Asante Mai. Yes. So would you want to, introduce yourself and then what you expect of this conference?
My name is Jones Afrianto. I am the chairman for the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association branch in Ashanti region. and that is why we are here. We are here for the 19th Biennial Conference, represented the Ashanti region together with our observers and delegates, and it has been interesting. Tamale is nice, it's nice. I've witnessed something. We say Kumasi is a garden city, but I've seen a forest inside Tamale, and I know that is very, very interesting. The people are good, the culture is nice, and Tamale Kaula is also interesting to note.
So you know, once you mention Tamale Kaula, what I am looking to, have the best of two Zafi right here. So then let me even go to your assistant secretary, right, Eben. So Eben, in just one sentence, what did you see or what have you seen here? Because I remember I saw you in 2023 in Greater Accra. What have you seen here that you think that is an improvement on what we had in Greater Accra?
I think there's a major improvement in all the organizations. We can't expect the same thing as we did 2 years ago, but definitely there is a great improvement over the years. Thank you.
All right, so then let me go to wonderful lady. You're looking awesome. You're looking this, beautiful. From your end as well, being a regional executive, I believe that as a lady among your delegates or the team that you came with, much would also be on you to, organize your people and what have you. In your point of view, or from your end or what you did, how was the journey, moving from your end here, and then what have you seen special as well here?
Okay, thank you very much. This is my first coming to Tamale, and I would like to say that the journey has been excellent, all the way from Kumasi to
asked him to transfer you to Tamale since it's a beautiful place for you.
Asante Akadede.
On that note, thank you so much, Ashanti region, and do enjoy the conference. As also we have wonderful people gracing this occasion. Our host would be joining us soon, the president of the association, Madam Petra Ofo, together with other wonderful dignitaries, the Director General of Health, the Minister of Health, and then the Paramount Chief of the area would also be joining us in this wonderful event. So then I believe that these wonderful people are coming from the security service, because sometimes you see certain characteristics and you know that it is from a certain area. So then okay, you've got a microphone on. From your point of view, what are you expecting here at the 19th Biennial National Delegate Conference?
We are expecting nothing less than excellence, and the take home should be about what the next midwife should chart, and that has to do with professional and continuing career navigation and path leading.
Okay, so then this wonderful lady, you're looking wonderful and you're looking awesome. I like your outfit. I like the style. I'm sure you use almost like 4 yards, if I'm right. Because I wanted to be a fashion designer, I will tell you why. So then also from your point of view, what are you expecting from Tamale 2025? If you can take the microphone.
Okay, so I expect nothing but the best. Nursing and midwifery has evolved. So as we have come here, we are hoping to hear the things that will bring about the evolvement, professional adjustments, job satisfaction. And then I think that integrating AI into nursing and midwifery, because now we are in the system of digitalization, and so we believe that nursing and midwifery should also get to that point. So this is what I expect from this conference.
So I think, let me hold on to, hold on with your words that you said. You are expecting to hear issues about job satisfaction. In your point of view, when we talk about job satisfaction, what is that one thing that you think would give you a bit of satisfaction in the job that you do?
Okay, so I think better remuneration should be one, and then...
hold on. Just be specific. Don't use big English. What is better? That word I can't pronounce it.
Okay, good salary. I mean, salary that won't allow nurses and midwives to travel outside to go and look for.
So you are looking at more money in our pockets.
Exactly.
That's what I want to hear, because our thing is looking at the economic power of care, and then anything economic has to do with power. Let me go back to Sam. So on same point of we're talking about economic power of care, where we need to empower our nurses economically. from where you are coming from the police hospital as a leader there, what are you doing as a leader to empower your people economically? Because it shouldn't always be about the association. It is about what our leaders at the local or the facilities can do. So what are you doing in your
Thank you very much. I have often said that leadership is not a choice, it is a responsibility, and it is one that ought to be deliberate. So how do you leverage the people that we send over is to make sure there are opportunities abound for them to make good use of. Then come to what is it of a nurse to be satisfied. It is about the nurse occupying their space and giving what is deserved of them. And for that matter, the forbearers and those in positions of trust should take it as a duty to ensure that whatever the nurse midwife does really expresses their living standards, and to that we will say the nurse midwife is satisfied.
Okay, so then from the security point of view, they also believe that money is good. All right, thank you.
Not only money, all other things involved.
All other things being good, and then we are right here. Thank you so much. So do have a wonderful
Thank you very much for really interacting with me. We are grateful and we are behind you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we are live here at the Modern City Hotel in Tamale, Ghana. And the fact that I hear issues about money, it makes me. Can you let the lady stand by me rather, please? I prefer to have the lady by me. Thank you so much. Because this is my very good friend. We have issues that we have to settle. So I believe that you're all coming from the Western region. Oh, yes. For why is it a way to Kama? And let me start from the secretary of the region, and you've been to other conference, other congress as well. With this conference that we're having here in Tamale, what do you see different that wasn't done in Mensvik, wasn't done in Ho, that is being done here in Tamale?
Oh, okay. So thank you for the opportunity. And we also want to bring greetings from the west side, the oil city, to the people of Tamale, Kaula. In fact, I must say the organization and everything is on point. In union business, we always build on the existing protocols. So Tamale is they've also done something unique. In fact, the arrival, the cultural display, and how they use digital to register delegates and observers, I think it was on point, and we've improved on 2023 and 2021 as well.
All right, thank you. I think virtually everyone is talking about the fact that Tamale has done a wonderful work with the arrival being, the time schedules and what have you. Let me go to this wonderful lady here. So then, you being the wonderful lady among these, gentlemen here, what are you expecting, or what do you expect to see from this conference, looking at the theme that we have?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. I think that nursing and midwifery has come a long way. And I believe that this conference is one of the highest decision-making body of the association. And it's projecting what nursing and midwifery is in the country. Because we have a lot of media problems or media do not have good issues or good things to say about nursing. But this is a platform where we can project what actually nurses do at the facilities, what we are doing at the education and elsewhere. And it is a way that the media will now change their minds about nursing and midwifery. So I'm very excited to be here because we are going to change the narrative.
On the point of excitement and then being, changing the narrative.
Exactly.
We want to wish you a wonderful conference. Two gentlemen, I will meet you up then we would have a conversation one-on-one. So on that note, do enjoy the 19th Biennial Delegate Conference of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. And then as I rightly said, we have wonderful dignitaries are going to be here. We are going to be here to join us for our conference. We are going to be having here the Paramount Chief of the area joining us. We would also have the Director General, Ghana Health Service. We would have the Minister of Health. And then we would also have the host of the conference, the President of the Association, Madam Perpetua Ofori and Pofo being with us. Likewise, the regional host as well would also join us. And then I see the team from the Brong-Ahafo region, my wonderful committee. Say, I really miss you,
Miss you.
Yeah, I miss you. And then, I want you to, take us through what preparations did the Brong-Ahafo region make in relation to this conference. Looking at, I don't know if there are any motions that you did send that you want to, change or what have you. So from your region, what do you do before coming here?
Thank you very much. So when the activities of the conference was kickstart, regions were notified in terms of dating and then the activities. So we put together, just as you said, the motions were sent to National for them to put together and select those that needed to be brought for conference decisions. And then per the Constitution, we were to select delegates and then observers to also represent the region. The Constitution specifies the number of delegates, but for the observers, it is open, depending on the number of members who are able to get necessary sponsorship to take in the conference. So this has been the activities we have been organizing and putting together towards this conference.
Okay, so then if I could speak to your assistant PRO, kindly look straight into my camera because they want to. So this is assistant PRO for the Brong-Ahafo region, the GRNMA. How many delegates and then how many observers are you coming with?
Okay, Brong-Ahafo, we are coming with 20 delegates, 1 observer, and then we are also coming with 3 chief nursing and midwifery officers from our region.
That is wonderful. So then in your view, what do you expect from your delegates at this conference? Not what do you expect from the region that is hosting, but then what do you expect from your delegates at this conference?
Okay, so what I expect from my delegates is that they will comport themselves throughout all the activities of the conference and also not just come and sit, but mingle and make new friends and have a better socialization here in Tamale.
Okay, all right, thank you so much. So, Brong-Ahafo, thank you so much. We believe that your delegates and then your observers are also going to participate fully in this conference. So then, we are still here in the Modern City Hotel here in Tamale, Ghana, to be specific. And then if you want to know where Ghana is located, we are in the western part of Africa, where we will be hosting all the nurses and midwives that we have in. So it looks like they want to overshadow me. Let me come forward a bit. So then we have wonderful activities. We have wonderful activities. Hold on. So, I'm actually tempted to ask how they have ambushed me on my own stage. And looking at familiar faces, it looks like it is coming from Greater Accra. It is obvious because I see Mr. Coleman. Oh, so someone said they are not coming from Greater Accra, but they are coming from Ghana.
Yes.
I don't know how.
I understand.
So then, thank you so much.
Accra is Ghana and Ghana is Accra.
It's like this one has overed me. So Greater Accra, thank you so much. We have a wonderful team of members that you came with, and I don't even know who to address to, but I think I'll pick about 3 people. Let me start with the acting chairperson. I'll come to the assistant, and then my assistant treasurer would also say something for us. So acting chairperson, how has the region been in terms of because I realized that. But before we move on, how many observers do you have for this conference?
All right, on record, we have a number of observers here. We brought about close to 40 observers to Tamale.
So I asked you this because of looking at the numbers here. I asked myself,
this is a testimony of what we are doing. If you ask us, how is Greater Accra doing? This is how we are faring in Greater Accra. It is showing in the numbers. It is showing in the numbers. It is showing. It is showing in the numbers. You understand?
Hold on. So this is how Greater Accra is. Hold on. I actually requested for just 3 people to interview. And it is quite, overwhelming that virtually it have taken me off my stage and off stage and then interview you. So then, Chairperson, let me come to your assistant PRO. And, I'm coming to you because of the experience that you have with conference and then Congress.
Yes.
I believe you've been to a couple of them before. I'm sure before I was even born. That was what I have heard. So then I want to ask you that. Take us through, memory lane for the past 5 conference and Congress you've been. So, Tamale 2025, Greater Accra 2023,
yes,
2021, 2019 in Dodowa, and then 2017 in Coast. How has all the experience been? What do you think we have progressed as an association in these 5 conference and congresses?
That's great. So I want to take it from WA 2013. It was in WA 2013 that we changed the name from GRNA to GRNMA. So from WA we came to Greater Accra 2015. That was where we elected our current president as for the second term for the General Secretary in 2015 in Greater Accra. That was where we commissioned the Greater Accra, guest house as well. Then we moved to 2017. That was in Cape Coast. It was in Cape Coast that we increased. It was in Cape Coast that we increased the nurses fund, to 50 Ghana cedis, and there were a lot of stuff. But
so, let me cut your history short. It looks like you have scored an A in history of GRNA. And this is Greater Accra.
Having
scored an A in history of GRNA.
40% of all the observers in this conference. 40%
from Greater Accra.
Yeah, from Greater Accra.
I'm amazed.
We actually came with 3 buses, so you can just imagine. So we are the conference. Yes.
You are the conference.
Yes.
Then I guess that Tamale kindly find a car for them, send them back to Greater Accra. The very last one, let me move to the assistant treasurer. Being a lady among the regional executives, make it very brief for me. How did you do it, getting all these numbers? Very brief.
Thank you very much for your question. I think I didn't do it. We didn't do it. The whole Greater Accra did it.
Okay, all right, so Greater Accra, thank you. Have a wonderful time. Thank you. All right, so then that was Greater Accra, and it was even surprising. It is even surprising that it is even surprising that they actually ambushed me. So then we have a member from the registration desk who would give us a few announcements. So, Madam Rebecca, over to you.
Thank you very much. So this is coming from the registration desk. Yesterday after registration, every member was given this ID card for identification. So what we are required to do is that for each day when you come, you are supposed to present this to the registration table, and they are going to scan it so that this will help us take attendance for each day. So whether you're a delegate, observer, so far as you have this ID card, you come to the registration desk. It's right downstairs when you take the stairs down. Okay. Yeah, for every day. So for every day, every morning, you present this to the registration desk. They are going to take a scan, QR code, to enable us to take attendance. Thank you very much.
Right, so then let me recap what we from the registration desk. So what they are saying, that is simple. Sir, can you get closer to me? Let me use your tag. So then we are all having our tags, whether as delegates or as observers. Every morning, once you come for the conference, make sure you scan before you move to the conference room. Is attendance that you need to have, so make sure you have signed. And I have wonderful strong men, and then I believe you are from the upper east or west, upper east. Yeah, my very good friend. So then, let me even ask you, that's your secretary, Francis. Francis used to be my co-equal, but Francis has now been my senior. He knows what I'm talking about. So senior Francis, this conference that you are in, what are you expecting from this conference? What is your expectation for this conference?
So if
you can look through my
microphone. We all know the theme for this conference: harnessing the economic power of nursing and midwifery care. So all we expect is that in this conference, we will be able to understand the positive contribution of nursing and midwifery care towards the economy. That's one goal, one key thing that we expect to achieve. Then secondly, we will also know, withdrawing those positive contributions, how it affects the economy. We'll get to know in this conference. These are some of the expectations. But we also equally expect that we're going to meet friends, we're going to interact with friends, we're going to share ideas, we're going to flow together, learn a lot of things, and at the end of it all, we're going to refresh ourselves. Thank you.
All right, so then, if you let me ask you if you could just give it to anyone, randomly, anyone among your team, anyone to just answer. Oh, let me get to the ladies, I think I can see some wonderful ladies. I don't know if, okay. So anyone, you can give it to anyone. So say if you can get a bit closer for me, right here. So then, as a delegate of this conference that you are in, I believe you've been to a conference before. What have you seen here that you think is an improvement on any conference that you have been to?
I joined GRNMA in 2002. So I've seen it almost all till today. So this is at the peak of all GRNA conferences. It is well organized and there is a lot of enthusiasm. Members are ready to participate actively. If you ask of the team, people are mentioning it and even trying to defend it. So this is the best, and I know the best is yet to come, but so far, this is the best I've seen.
All right, so thank you so much. So from someone who has been at our conference since 2002, where Paul Solomon Ajao was born. So then, you have been to most of our conferences, and then I like your expectations that you have. So thank you so much, Upper East, and then do make friends, learn a lot from this conference as well. Have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Okay, so then we are still. Okay, so then the regions that
your loudness, wrap it up on the last. We also want to have a seat. I know by the time you realize they have occupied all the space. We are here. Please move. Chairman, Secretary. Hello.
Part of Ghana, and I believe I am standing by a nun, a reverend sister. So sister, I will want to start from you. Looking at the theme that we are having for our conference today, where we want harnessing on the economic power of nursing and midwifery care, what would you say that you want to see in this conference that we are having?
Thank you very much. I think I'm so privileged to be part of the conference and being the first time in my life as a nurse. And looking at the theme, it is my hope that whatever we'll discuss here will help us as a group of people who are working in Ghana to uplift the image of nursing and midwifery and for that matter, to bring greater output to the healthcare delivery in the country and beyond.
Okay, so this is your very first time that you've ever attended a conference or a congress, and then I'm impressed that, you know, you've taken the step in joining us here. I believe that you would have a wonderful time as well. Let me go to, and I am rightly informed that you are a nurse educator, like, you do teach in, which school are you?
I'm a lecturer at University for the...
Also lecture at UDS, good. So now, let's look at, the theme that we are discussing today. We are discussing issues about the economic power of care. So then in your point of view, from the academic point of view, how do you ensure that you have instilled that economic power of care in our modern nurses that we are nurturing?
Thank you for the opportunity. As a lecturer, from the academic point of view, we impart knowledge and skills in the nurse and midwifery students so that they are able to take good care of our clients and patients in the world. And as we say that health is wealth, if the population is healthy, newborns are healthy, mothers are healthy, and then the whole family is healthy, it has an impact on the economy in the sense that everybody will be able to dispense their duties effectively and efficiently in good health, and at the end of the day productivity is increased. And also from the academic point of view, we use research to inform other politicians and how to drive the economy as far as health is concerned.
So then, let me even ask, a couple of, follow-up, the very last one. As a lecturer at the University of Development or University for Development Studies, and then with the, emergence of, AI, charts, and then what have you, would you encourage your students to be using AI in their learning processes?
Yeah, this is where we are driving to, and we need to embrace AI in ethical ways so that it will be able to make our work efficient and effective. So I really will encourage the students to embrace AI because it makes research and even the healthcare and education very
all right, thank you so much. So on that part of AI, thank you so much for joining us, and then you can enjoy the conference. And then, as I rightly said, we are right here at the Modern City Hotel in Tamale. Someone was asking where is Tamale. We are in Ghana, the west part or the western part of Africa, where we are having the 19th Biennial National Delegates Conference 2025 being hosted by the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, with our major host being the president of the association, Madam Perpetua Ofori Ampofo. Again, I would make this that if you are done with your interviews, those down here kindly move to the hall, join the event because we are about to start the event. So once you are done with your interview, please move to the main auditorium. Let us have a wonderful event. So we have up here with us the Upper West region, and then I like your numbers. I like how you are moving together. Let me ask even the chairperson for the region. So chairperson, what are you expecting out of today's event? What's your expectation from your delegates and then your observers at this conference?
Thank you very much for having us. Greetings to all delegates from the Upper West region and by extension national delegates. We are happy to be here. A group of motivated individuals doing things to raise the expectations of members. We don't expect so much from this conference except to see some critical direction in terms of changing the fortunes of nursing and midwifery in the near future. For instance, there is the increased need to amend Act 525 because it is not giving the nursing administration a briefing space as far as the employer space is concerned. You agree with me that as an association, we have been very silent when it comes to employers' policies. We need to explore more and get some of the policies that are unfavorable to nurses and midwives amended. For instance, if you get to the regional health directorate now, the chief nursing officer is just a loner. It is the responsibility of the union to fight and resource the chief nursing officer, so that at least it shouldn't be a single voice at the level of the regional director. We should have voices. Because
Chairperson, let me even hold you on with this. I think I'm more interested in these issues about these CNOs and then what have you. And I believe this is something that we have always tried to have a number of our nurses and midwives rising to that rank in here.
Yes.
Let me even ask you that, from your point of view, and then you being at the managerial level, what are the managers at that level doing to ensure that we are having more of the younger ones rising to that level? Because sometimes you have a lot of people rising to piano, they are not going again, and we are stuck. So then at that level where you sit, what are we doing? Because remember that once we're able to let all of them rise there, economically we are empowering them. And then that is a theme that we are discussing for our conference today.
So first of all, what we need to do is to have that position, chief nursing officer, a non-managerial position. Make it a promotional grade. Once it's a promotional grade, I can be in ward and still become a chief nursing officer. Then we appoint somebody as head of the department for every level. So in that case, even at the level of the ward, we can have a chief nursing officer who is a manager. And I can also be in the same ward as a chief nursing officer and not a manager. In that case, the work now is aligned to the structures that be. I was just making a point that even somehow, you agree with me that the various categories of nurses are not aligned when it comes, especially to the regional, at the regional level. You have a regional public health nurse who is under public health division, and then the CLO is under clinical care. So that is supposed to mean that they are not of the same caliber. No. So when it comes to even things like promotion interviews, you have the chief nursing officer silent in advantage of the regional public health nurse. Those things we need to align. When it comes to the manager is basically gap. It is a policy directive. So we will need to come in as an association and get the transformation, amend the act, and reposition the nursing administration. Because in the Act 525, the nursing administration is already lost. We need to reintroduce it and give it a meaning. That is the only way. As we speak, Mr. MC, do you know that we don't have any policy guiding nursing? We need to start that.
See, Chairperson, I think you have wonderful points, and I believe that I wish you would even be part of the panel for us to discuss this issue, because once it comes to issues of nursing, myself, I become a bit emotional, because this is a profession we all happen to be in, and hope and an expectation that once you get the floor at the plenary sessions and what have you, kindly put this across. Let us all deliberate. Let us all discuss. And I believe once we are having the Minister of Health, the Director General of Health, Ghana Health Service being here as well, we should be able to push this forward. So it is well taken. I'm hoping that it wouldn't end here on my stage, but it would move up there to the conference. On that note,
to conclude, let me ask that we don't leave everything administration to leaders. As members, we should keep pushing. Anytime you have a voice in any policy dialogue, make your voice be heard and speak so that we speak with one voice. Sometimes when the majority speak, it will automatically lead to what? Decision making. And we should not just say maybe just leadership, not union, not managers. As members, as staff, wherever you find ourselves, let us speak about the unfair treatment that we are getting.
Thank you so much, Chairperson, and then Upper West. Do enjoy the conference as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
So then we are right here at the Modern City Hotel in Tamale, Ghana, where we are having the 19th BIENNIAL National Delegate Conference
of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, where we are discussing issues of nursing and midwifery. We are discussing issues. So I would want to have Volta Region on my stage. All right, so hold on. It is okay, don't worry. So Eastern Region, you know what I'm gonna do? Kindly take a breather for me. Volta Region, please let me have you up here for me. Volta Region, please join me. Volta Region, let me have you. So again, as I said, we are still here at the modern city. I like the energy that everyone's bringing to the conference, the energy that people are bringing, the kind of, and it is wonderful. It is beautiful. When, everyone comes with their audition from the Central Region, from the Greater Accra Region, from even the Northern Region. The energies that everyone is coming up here, it is very amazing. And then this is what we are looking out for in the association. It is beautiful. I like the colors that we have. It is beautiful. And then this is the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, the 19th delegates. Right here at the Volta Region, thank you so much. Keep dancing. Keep doing it. Keep dancing. Okay, all right, so then thank you so much. Okay, so this is Volta Region, and then I could feel the energy. And it looks like, Volta Region, are you ready for me? It looks like the energy that you came in yesterday with, because I saw when you entered your energy, and I was asking myself that, did you just park, like 15 minutes away from the regional secretariat, had a meal before you entered the secretariat? Because the energy was out of this world. And this morning you're still not tired.
It's because we are number 9.
Well, so you see, I'm coming to ask the meaning of that number 9, because I thought it was, Enzima number 9, but I didn't really know. Gavin, since you are holding the microphone, let me start with you. You've been to a couple of conferences and then Congress before. What do you think is so special about Tamale 2025?
All right, thank you for the question. Tamale, what made it special is that the town itself is a tourist attraction site. And once we are here, and the hotel, the modern city, I can see it's a very special hotel. Very welcoming, relaxed. So that is what made it special for us as Volta Region.
Okay, so then let me go to your secretary, Mr. John Okanse. I was looking at chairperson, but I believe he's a bit behind stage. So then let me, focus on you. Looking at the numbers that you came with, I believe you have more observers as well. You have delegates 20, of course. What is one thing that the region is doing special to attract more observers into this conference?
Thank you very much for the question. Volta Region, Volta GRNMA is the best administrative region currently. So you should know that we do things differently. So good things attract. Yeah, so we came with about 14 observers currently. Yes.
Okay, so then so Volta Region to be the reigning champion for the best administrative, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So on that back of being able to manage your region to the admiration of each and everyone, what is that special thing that you are doing? Because I believe, in as much as it's a competition on a yearly basis, we want each region to be on that level of the of every other little association. Okay, what are you doing special?
Okay, so we just have one philosophy of doing our best wherever we find ourselves. So that's the philosophy of Volta Region. We try doing our best wherever we find ourselves, with teamwork, with team cohesion, with team support, and also listening to constructive criticism from each other. We propel each
passing month. Yes.
Okay, because I actually admire how you are handling the region, and then, in as much as we have some score to settle, I do admire, your region. So, Peter Drucker. On that note, Supporter Region, thank you so much for joining me, and then I will see you upstairs. All right. Thank you. So that was the Volta region with that energy that we are having, right here. And then it is interesting how we have a lot of energies in here. Eastern region, we are coming, we are coming, Eastern region, we are coming, It actually looks like we are coming, region is coming with their own. No challenge. Hold on. Challenger, hold on. Hold on. You don't have any challenger. Hold on. We are coming, We are coming, It's okay. Eastern region, you have come. Thank you so much. You have come. So Eastern region, I was actually going to give you Eastern region. Hold on. It's like, I've been to a couple of conferences, and it looks like this conference, the energy that each region is coming with, it beats the other region. And exactly. It is awesome. It is awesome. There's one thing that I want to ask you, Chairperson, Reverend Lai, as a region, what are you expecting to see at this conference? Because, Chair, I know you've been to a couple of conferences and congress. What are you expecting to see differently than here today?
Kofi, thank you very much. And I salute all who have been able to make it to this conference and all those who are following online. What are we expecting as a region? We are expecting once again, nurses and midwives are gathering to discuss issues that will help advance the welfare needs and all other issues that are affecting the nursing and midwifery fraternity. GRNMA has been known and is still known to always rise to the occasion, and we know that the thing that we are looking at as in how best we can harness the nursing and midwifery workforce to be able to push the economic power of our country. No nation can develop without healthy citizens, so we are expecting nothing but the best decisions that are going to be taken to move the nursing and midwifery fraternity forward the way that we all want to. That when we cast our mind back, we'll be happy to have been part of this conference.
All right, so thank you so much. They say best come from the east or the west? Eastern. All right, so thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. We are coming, We are coming, Eastern region, you have come already. We are coming, We are coming, No challenger. No challenger. Okay, so then Eastern region says that they are coming. And in fact, I saw them yesterday, so I don't know where again they are going to that they said they are coming. Eastern region, I saw it yesterday. So thank you so much for joining us, Eastern region, for making this our conference, wonderful one. And then again, as I said, we are right here at the Modern City Hotel in Tamale for the 19th Biennial National Delegate Conference of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. This is proudly hosted by the president of the association, Mrs. Perpetua Oforiampofo, who has led the association to achieve various, strides, various stuff that, we all would yearn for. And then I do have the president here with me. It is an honor, when you have the president standing by you, and it makes you to beam with smile. And then today, if you see me smiling, it is by kind courtesy of the host for this conference, who happens to be the president of the association, Mrs. Perpetua Oforiampofo. It is my singular honor to have a conversation with you. And you, as a president of the association, I believe a lot of conferences, congress in the past you have been to, and then you have been member of the planning committee, what have you. What do you think is so special about the conference in Tamale 2025?
Venue alone makes it special. We are in Tamale, one of the regions in the northern part of the country. And I must tell you, most of the delegates and observers who are here for this conference have not visited Tamale before. So it is unique in that sense in terms of the venue. And I remember at the 16th Quadrennial Congress, which was held in Mensvik, when Northern Region won the bid to host conference. You remember the ecstasy that came with it. So it's about the venue, it's about the culture, it's about the people, and I can promise you it's going to be a lovely week here in Tamale.
So then you being the host of this conference, as a president and then the host of this conference, what do you expect should be something special that we have done or we should do that we haven't done in all past conferences and congress?
Kofi, you've been around for some time.
But I'm very young. I'm very young.
Around more in terms of many years than you have. When we hold our conferences, it's more policy directed. It gives us an opportunity to engage, to network, to share ideas, to make strong calls on our employers, governments, and leaders within the profession to make a change. And I believe this conference is not going to be any different. When we meet every 4 years, it's more about elections to get the next leadership of the association. So this conference comes with some flexibility in terms of what we are going to do here. It's not an election conference that will bring so much tension. It's more about enjoying the environment, meeting new people, networking, engaging in our policy panels, where I expect that delegates and observers will chip in terms of recommendations, how we can make GRNMA stronger, how we can partner with our employer to make the health system better, and all of those things. So it's going to be a great conference. I can see Chairman Alaji Alasan just stepped beside me. Maybe you want to tell us what is going to happen within these few days and how this Tamale conference is uniquely different from what we've had in the past.
So yeah, Chairman, so once you're able to do that, please take us through the activities that you think we'll be having for the whole week, bits and pieces of the activities that we'll be having in the week in here.
So I guess I can step aside now that Chairman is here. So all delegates and observers, you are most welcome to this 19th Biennial National Delegates Conference. We are poised to make the changes within our operations and governance that will make us all happy. I think we've done the bit we can. We still have a lot more to do. And so step up and make your contributions online. And those of you who have the opportunity to be here in person, whilst you sit in our business meetings, never hesitate. Take the microphone and speak your mind, but with respect and taking into consideration that it's about joining and creating the path that will allow us to become a much stronger organization in the future. Thank you, Kofi, and I think I'll run to meet the other dignitaries who have arrived.
So I think Chairman Al-Hassan President has want to have it with you. I want you to run us through the activities that we'll be having for this conference. Just bits, like bits and pieces of it. What activities or what should we expect to see in Tamale?
Yes, so today, as we all know, is the opening ceremony. And we have the Minister of Health here. We have special dignitaries here who have come to grace the occasion, and they are going to speak to us. And we will benefit from whatever they are going to deliver to us. After the first session of the opening ceremony, we will go straight into association business. And in association business, our president the General Secretary and others will deliver the state of our union. Committees and their chairmen and secretaries are also to deliver their reports to membership for today. And that is part of union business. From tomorrow, conference with regards to scientific sessions will begin. We have brought in experts to give us very educative talks on some of those topics that are very important to us as a profession and as a union, especially around the team that we are working with. So that will be for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is the day for leisure. We will be having entertainment activities. Paramount amongst it is the fact that we will be going to Mole, to Larbanga for an excursion. In the evening, we will also gather at the GRNMA Northern Region Secretariat and Guest House, where we shall have a very beautiful dinner, dance, and party, so that we can make merry and enjoy our time together. So I want to encourage every delegate that is here, take a moment to enjoy a piece of Northern Region, and specifically Tamale. That is why we keep welcoming you, Amaraba, and to say Tamale Kaula! Tamale, Tamale Kaula!
All right, so thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Tamale. And then it is interesting to note that each and every region seems to have some kind of energy that I don't even know where they are getting this energy from. I want to ask myself that, Tamale, do you feed all the regions that they have so much energy? From Volta region, they have much energy, Greater Accra, Eastern region, and to Northern region, the host nation or the host region to say themselves. Now, I think, let me have, this wonderful person, with me, amazing pair with me. And, like I've always said, they are wonderful people that, I want to have them with me. And, the General Secretary of the Association, together with the Assistant PRO, General Secretary, Dr. David Tenkranchum, happens to be the chairperson for the National Planning Committee. So it is so much or very right in place for us to hear from the main organizer, the main person who had put everything together for us to be here in Tamale, from where we are sleeping, to what we are eating, to the conference materials, to the activities that are going to go on, the scientific sessions and excursions and what have you. This has been possible by the chairperson for the planning committee in the person of Dr. David Tenkranchum, also doubles as the secretary of the association. So, Doc, would you want us to, let us, just let us know what you have done to make this a success? Because from yesterday, virtually by 5 p.m., every region was here. This hasn't been the case in the past conferences or congress that I have been. I'm very young though, but then I believe that in the past, people do come very late. What was that, magic wand? What did you do?
Thank you very much, and good morning to everybody. Good morning to delegates and observers. It's a great opportunity to be here and to interact with our people. As a matter of fact, the local organizing committee has been very fantastic. All the praises goes to Chairman Alassane. I have chaired 3 consecutive national conferences, and I can tell you that this is the first time I'm getting a regional chairman standing in and doing the legwork as though he is just a subcommittee member. And I think that is the secret of the success that we are seeing. I think that the planning committee members, subcommittee members, the local planning committee members, the national planning committee members have been very fantastic. I mean, we have worked together as a team, all right? And I believe that if we go on like this, we will see something better than what we are seeing right now. I think that it's just a shared hard work and dedication. They've been so committed to whatever has been proposed to them. And I think that
That is the secret of the success that we are seeing. There are a few challenges anyway. I mean, you cannot have 100%, and we are that humble enough to admit that there have been few downsides, but we are capable of amending.
General Secretary, let me even ask you this. Looking at the theme that we are discussing today, the harnessing the economic power of nursing and midwifery care, what actually informed, or what is the motivating factor behind our theme for today?
Absolutely. We have realized that investing in nurses and midwives creates a lot of wealth in all nations. I mean, evidence abounds that when we invest in nurses and midwives, productivity triples. And for that matter, we think that if we are able to harness the potentials that is inherent in nurses and midwives in Ghana, it will help us to gallop in our economic development. Yes.
So then I think I would come to the assistant PRO, who also happens to be a lead of the media committee. So media, I'm here because of the media committee. They have actually pushed me up here, and then very soon we're going to go up there. The media committee, just let me know in simple terms, what have you done special? In fact, I've seen a lot, but what is the expectation? What do we expect from the media committee?
All right, thank you very much. I think by extension, you're a media committee member, and we wholeheartedly welcome you back. So for media committee, we did a lot of legwork. We did a lot of pre-preparations, and the pre-preparations gave us the opportunity to access the hall, to assess all the other things that we need to do.
Chief of Nanton, His Majesty Muhammadu, as they join us in the room, and even as we stand up in recognition of their arrival, shall we accompany that with a huge round of applause as they do join us in the room right now? Of course, we have the Honorable Minister for Health, Honorable Minta Akando, His Majesty, the Paramount Chief of the Nanton Traditional Area, joining us as well. Of course, in that delegation, we have the
opening ceremony.
Regional Director of Health, Dr. Chrysanthus Kobio, also in that entourage. Of course, together with leaders of the GRNMAA here with us this morning. Please, let's acknowledge them with a huge round of applause one more time. Let's bring down the building with a huge round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, just joining us right now, and having been led in His Royal